Yo, what it do is your boy Chill with the Player and Point. I'm about to drop another review. Well, not necessarily a review, reaction. We watching this together at the same time, man. Let me cut this volume up real quick. God damn. Oh, there it go. And we back. God damn. Let's go. Man, we about to see what these kingpins be up to, bro. You be surprised what they be up to, man, in certain countries and just how they move these drugs. I personally think I'm gonna keep my thoughts myself. We just gonna talk about it when we watch it. Hold on, let's go.
A kingpin linking 4 continents with massive loads of drugs and dirty money has been clobbered by arrests all around him, including his childhood friend who was his second in command, his money men, and even his lawyer, police say. The new arrests come as the alleged boss himself, Fikri Amala, a 44-year-old Moroccan, is already behind bars after this arrest in Barcelona last year. Woe is he, but he's had a wild ride. The Mob reporter here with news of a wave of arrests and raids. Police claim finally dismantles a transnational criminal network built by Fikri over 20 years that connected South American cartels, African smugglers, European distributors, and Asian money launderers. From desperate narcos sinking their own ship to hide tons of cocaine, to a fugitive outing himself in a steamy music video. From frantic speedboat smuggling to washing profits with fabulously expensive watches. This tale has it all. Let me tell you about it. The new arrests were announced November 15, 2022, targeting a major organization moving cocaine from South America and hashish from Africa into Europe. But Fikri has only himself to blame for these losses. When police surprised him at his home in Barcelona just before Christmas in
Bro, why they got a damn handle in the middle of the door? Hold on, bro. I ain't never seen it. It must be like some stuff that y'all have overseas and shit. Look at this shit. Hold on, look.
Police surprised him at his home in Barcelona just before Christmas in 2021. They caught him with 5 phones and 2 laptops, all sparking with activity as he allegedly coordinated several operations underway on the high seas and along the coast.
Damn.
Fikri was billed as one of the most wanted drug.
This the thing, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure, you know, when they set these like put these ships on the move, like that they excuse me, when they put these ships on the move, they probably got all type of shit, customs put into play. They got all like a whole business structure where to make it look legit. You know what I mean? They cover they back end, but how in the hell do you think you finna get away with this shit, bro? You gotta come into a port, and you know they be having like, bro, like anything you put in the air, you got air traffic, and then I'm pretty sure they got like a zone, like when you come into these countries to where they gotta monitor that shit because, you know, they don't want like hostile countries or like opposition coming in and just doing certain things. So they got a lot of shit they gotta do. And another thing too is like, you probably gotta call in before you like, unless you got like some sort of like you got some sort of like internal play, which I'm pretty sure like big operations like this, bro, they definitely got internal plays. But unless you got some internal play, bro, you're not gonna be able to just get a boat gone or fly in and not get fly into certain countries' airspace and them not knowing shit, bro. You gonna get put on somebody's radar, bro. You almost gotta like, to be real, bro. If you gonna do something like that, you gonna have to have again somebody on the inside and ship shit with cargo ships. But shipping too much shit is just you always gonna get caught, bro. Always. You know what I'm saying? If you sending like anywhere between a couple 100 kilos, bruh, on a cargo ship, you could probably get away with that shit, but that's probably too much. Maybe like 20 kilos you could probably get away with. But the shit these niggas trying to do is ridiculous.
Drug traffickers in the world. Police then spent almost a year analyzing the phones, computers, and documents seized in the raids. It helped map out an organization and sparked this week's arrests. Among those pinched, police say, is Fikri's right-hand man, identified as Adil Abdid, who has been at his side since they were kids in Morocco, growing up together in Al Hoceima on Africa's Mediterranean coast, where they first learned to sail and fish. Also nabbed by police is a prominent lawyer who specialized in drug cases. Both men were arrested in Malaga, on Spain's Costa del Sol. Among the allegations facing Fikri and his co-accused is moving millions around the world to launder money, much of it through Dubai, a gleaming city in the desert of the Arabian Peninsula. Mules and money men converted dirty money into high-value goods, including luxury yachts, restaurants, real estate, and rare and collectible watches, costing up to 800,000 euros each, and then shuttling them back to Spain, police say. Companies in Britain, Belgium, Germany, France, Italy, Ireland, and Turkey were used to move revenue, according to Spain's Civil Guard. Investigators say they've linked the latest 10 people to mega loads of dope seized in various countries in recent years. There were bricks and bales in their inventory. Okay, that's probably not true. It moved a lot of weight. But here's a good one nonetheless. One cocaine shipment attributed to Fikri's network was aboard the merchant vessel Nahir. That's a 170-foot-long ship that crossed the Atlantic, docked in Mauritania in northwest Africa, before heading north towards the Spanish coast. There it was supposed to meet a flotilla of speedboats to unload 3 tons of cocaine, but bad weather scrubbed the rendezvous. Meanwhile, the Nahir's travels did not go unnoticed. A joint operation by Spanish police and a Navy warship scrambled to meet it on the high seas. When the crew aboard the Nahir spotted approaching ships, they realized they'd been caught, but decided not to give up easily. As officers boarded the ship and started a search, the narcos vented it, causing rapid flooding below decks to sink it, along with its 3,000 kilos of coke, trying to shift the evidence out of reach onto the ocean floor. You can see dramatic footage here of officers on board the Nahir as the ship was flooding. It almost worked. Seawater capsized the boat after 2 hours, as police and sailors hauled out the crew and the cargo, but it failed to sink completely. The 9 crew members, seen here disembarking the naval vessel, were rescued and arrested. They were of Georgian and Turkish nationality. Local press say that only half the coke was retrieved before the ship flipped over, with the remainder still underwater as the upside-down ship remained in port for a year as people squabbled over who would pay to refloat it. The ship was recently sold as scrap metal. Presumably the buyer only gets to salvage the ship, not any remaining bricks. Fikri, police allege, was the major supplier to 2 of Spain's epic hash trafficking organizations. That of a man known as the Lionel Messi of Hashish, who I told you about a few weeks ago, and the clan de Los Castaña. Los Castaña translates into English as the Chestnuts, which, to be frank, doesn't sound all that edgy or intimidating. I'll stick with Los Castaña. The clan was allegedly led by the Tejon brothers, Isco and Antonio. That clan once sent 20 masked and armed men into a hospital to bust out one of their colleagues who was being treated inside while in police custody. Now that's ballsy. Antonio, the younger brother, was nabbed in June 2018 when officers locked down a whole neighborhood near the Strait of Gibraltar to ensure he didn't escape. Isco, however, was on the run for 2 years until he guest starred in a racy music video. Police were astounded to see Isco in a video.
This some big meat shit. It's some big meat shit. Bro, these niggas, they just don't get out their own way, bro.
Climbing out of a silver Bentley Continental with the musician, and the pair then swaggering into a party filled with bikinis, dancers, and endless bottles of booze. The outcry over that provocative video heaped such pressure on Isco, he surrendered shortly after. The Tejon brothers are still waiting for their trial, expected to be one of the region's biggest, a maxi trial of more than 150 accused. Meanwhile, Fikri is accused of feeding the insatiable appetite for hash that traffickers were flooding into Europe by speedboat, skating across the narrow strait between North Africa and Europe. Fikri, police say, expanded into cocaine, becoming an important part of what's known as the African route, which uses Africa as a way station between South America, where cocaine is produced, and Europe, one of its best retail markets.
Damn.
Now, regular viewers of the Mob Reporter should really start seeing how pieces of the global underworld fit together to form a broader, bigger, richer picture. You might recall the hijinks of the Lionel Messi of hashish from my video last month, documenting how he became one of Europe's most wanted. I told you about Isco, Los Castaña, and his hilarious arrest in a video 4 years ago, and I detailed the importance of the African route to the world's drug trade in a video in May. I'll link to all these videos in the description below if you need to catch up.
Bro, this should be crazy. Like I said, bro, like you just never know, bro. Like I'm gonna do more of these videos, but just like the fact that these folks look regular as hell, but niggas just be getting too big for the operation. Like you got people that's sitting here shipping 3,000 keys, bro. Was it 3,000 keys? Hey, yeah, 3,000 keys, bro. In boats and shit. You know what I mean? Like, or like niggas kicking ass and taking names, and they organizations just get too big, bro, and they just start, this shit just be too much, bro. You feel me? Like, I don't know, bro. You niggas be getting like, oh, wait. Like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Set you a goal. Just like anything else. Set you a goal, bro. And shit, try to reach that motherfucker. So let's say it's 1 million. Well, shit, all we gotta do, if we gonna get 100,000, bro, we just gotta do 10,000 10 times. How you do that? All right, say it's 1 million, so we gotta do 100,000 10 times. All right, say we want 5 million. You feel me? You gonna do what? 100,000 50 times. Ain't it right? Maybe my math might be wrong. That's right. And so on and so forth. Like, bruh, you just gotta understand, like, nigga, what's your goal of this shit? Obviously, if you moving bricks like that, bruh, you can get to that shit fast as hell, bruh. That's nothing. But if you want to get this money just off pure drug money, set your goal, bruh, and then go from there, bruh. Like, bruh, I understand that when you get that money, it's hard to stop. Trust me, I know. But it's like, nigga, you can't beat death and you can't beat the law, man. Because the nigga, if he wants you stinking, he gonna get you stinking straight up, bro. It's just what it is. You got to make a choice. You got to do this shit, use it as a point to pivot into something else, and then let somebody else take over, bro. You be through with it, bro, because it ain't no happy ending in this shit, bro. You continue just to do it forever. You got to have a goal and get the fuck on. That's it. It ain't nothing more to it. It's really simple. You know what I'm saying? But in the game, shit happens, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something happen, fuck up your shit, or you enjoying the lifestyle and you don't know nothing else and you ain't branched out, and then, or you missed the adrenaline rush, and then here it is. We fucked up. We caught in the motherfucking mix. I don't know, bro. I say this all the time, and I'm gonna continue to say it. Everybody in America got their own scheme and scam. Not even just America, the world. Everybody got their own hustle. It's just depending on what level on, you will never notice. You ain't never gonna know. You only gonna understand what hustle a nigga is on at that level that you on. But when you really out here hustling, bro, you really gonna start to see things for what it really is, and you gonna be like, damn, everybody got a hustle. I need to find mine. Type shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just what it is. So excuse me, y'all. Some of y'all might not understand what I'm saying, but it's real. Like, everybody got a scheme and a scam and a hustle, bro. Like, most of us, the majority of us, was not born with a silver spoon in our mouth. Most of us was born into poverty, and we trying to make a way. A lot of us trying to make a way through a 9 to 5. But for the ones, and it's a lot of y'all that's out here hustling and getting to it. Everybody got to hustle, bro. Good or bad. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of bad shit going on there. Your average everyday Joe Blows, the niggas that own your fucking pizza shops to own down to your ice cream, boba tea studios, or, you know, they might own a gym and shit. Them niggas gotta hustle. For sure. It's just they so tied in and they program, bro, that you will never know until you get to that level or until you get into that room to where you start to see certain things. But you gotta have a number, bro. Everybody gotta have a number, and it gotta be it. You can't be your own worst enemy. But it's your boy Chip with the player and poem, and I'll probably be back with some shit later on. But y'all be smooth, man.